Hey everyone, it's Kenji. I'm about to make dinner, so we're making I actually already started. I forgot to put on my camera, I guess. By the way, I'm not like doing this for every single meal we eat, just because some people have been asking me. No, I'm doing this just when I feel like it, or when it seems like my family's not going to be in the kitchen while I'm doing this, because we don't really want to put. Well, my wife doesn't like to be on the internet very much, and we don't like to put our daughter around. So right now they are talking to my wife's family in Colombia, so I think I have a little time. Anyhow, I'm making a salad based on the leftover steak that I had from the steak video I made earlier today. We ate about half of it for lunch, as I said we were going to. We finished off some of the Caesar salad that we had from the other day, and that was our lunch. So we're making this little steak salad here. I got this mint that my daughter and I went on an adventure walk around the block yesterday and found some mint growing out of somebody's fence. So we took some. And I've also got a little bit of cilantro in this salad spoon already. We're washing this mint just because it probably has, I don't know, dog pea salad. I'm trying to avoid some of the really tougher leaves. The really, like these guys are probably a little tougher, the older leaves. Keep the nice tender ones for the salad. And then everything else in the salad is just kind of random odds and ends from the fridge that are gonna hop in for the ride. Let me give a little wipe down just in case there's some of that dog pee. I'm kidding. There probably isn't dog pee on there. Maybe there is. Who knows? Bye bye. All right. Let's give this. Give these greens a rinse. So the salad that I'm making is sort of vaguely Thai. My wife and I, a few years ago, we spent a few months traveling around to China and some of Southeast Asia. And we were up in Nong Khai, which is in northern Thailand. And they make a lot of Laotian style, Lao style salads there. And usually that involves fresh vegetables, some amount of meat, and then like a sort of a vinaigrette made with, well, it's not even a vinaigrette, it's a dressing made with fish sauce. I'm gonna get some fish sauce and palm sugar. Do we have palm sugar here? I'm pretty sure we do have palm sugar here somewhere. Palm sugar, where are you? Where are you? Maybe not. If not, I'm gonna just use I thought we had palm sugar, but we're going to use, I guess, instead some panela, which is any kind of raw sugar really will work. This is panela, which is a Colombian raw sugar. Some garlic, which I only have like a couple of little cloves left, so probably not as much garlic as I would normally want for something like this, but we make do with what we got. And if you can't have garlic you want, use the one you're with. All right, garlic in there. And throw a sugar cube in there. Pound it up a little. That sugar you see is going to help the garlic break down. And once it turns into like a kind of sludgy paste like this. Normally I'd use a little bit more garlic so you get a little bit more liquid in there, but that's sort of what you're looking for. You're looking for this kind of smooth, sludgy paste like that. I'm going to do a little bit of dried roasted Thai chilies, not too much because my daughter, you know, she's all right. She's 3 years old. She's all right with spice, but not a ton of spice. So we'll leave this at the table for people who want to add more. We're going to go into some fish sauce. And some limes, a little lime juice. You could also use fresh Thai chilies for this if you got them. I don't. Really, they taste a little bit different, of course, fresh versus dried. There's no right or wrong answer here. Do the one you want, or do the one you use the one you're with. All right, lime juice, fish sauce, garlic, chilies, and sugar. So it's got that kind of classic Thai flavor blend of a hot, sour, spicy, sweet going on there, which not every dish has. Usually, oftentimes you'll find one dish that's very salty, but you'll serve it with a dish that's sweet. That could actually use a little bit more sugar. Yeah, that's the stuff. All right, I have this kind of fusty looking old cabbage. Let's get rid of those outer layers. Do you remember that movie Look Who's Talking 2 with what's his name, John Travolta and Kirstie Alley, or maybe it was Look Who's Talking 1, I don't know, but it's the one with the talking baby, and there's a scene in it where she's imagining her future, and John Travolta comes home and he's like, look, I got something from the dumpster, and he pulls out a head of lettuce that was from the dumpster, and he's like, it looks bad, but you pull off the outer layers, and it's still good. And I remember thinking that scene when I was little, like, that's gross. But then as I become older, I'm like, wait a minute, like, that's what I do with my cabbage all the time. I just pull off the outer layers and it's fine. Anyhow, yeah. Let's do some cabbage. Got some cucumber. Really, you can do any vegetable you want. You know what's really great in a salad like this? I really like making it with tomatillo. Tomatillo is delicious when it's raw. Well, it's delicious when it's cooked too, but it's particularly delicious in a salad. All right, cucumber. Let's split these tomatoes. Do a little trick that my other sous chef, my former sous chef Jonathan, showed me this trick. All done. And let's get our beef now. Our leftover steak. So, like I said, what I do is I keep this one board underneath, and I only use it for cutting vegetables, vegetables and other things that are easily wiped clean. People ask me how I clean this board, so every once in a while I'll take it over to the sink and I'll put it in there and I'll give it a very thorough scrubbing. But usually I just wipe it down nicely with a sponge. Sometimes give it a little scrub with a sponge and wipe it down. But I try not to get things that are going to like stain it or things that are going to leach flavors into other dishes on it. So typically, if I'm doing meat, I'll cut it on a separate board that I place right on top, like this. Also, like I said earlier, this making a salad like this actually works, I think, better with a leaner cut of steak. So if you have like a piece of lean meat that you're not really sure what to do with, cooking it and using it in a salad like this, cook it a little bit more rare than this. So this one is closer to sort of medium, which is fine for a fatty piece of meat like this, but a fatty ribeye like this. But if I was going to do a lean piece of meat that I was going to later use in a salad, I would cook it a little more rare than this. Get that dressing in there. Other things that would go well in here, bean sprouts, snap peas, asparagus, green beans, long beans, eggplant, particularly like raw eggplant, raw Thai eggplant, the little green ones. All right, let's taste where we're at here. Pretty good. I think we could do a little more fish sauce. And that's about done. Nice light dinner. Oh, I hope it's not too spicy for my daughter. It actually is a little bit spicy. She's usually fine, and she's been getting better and better. Actually, she's going through phases. Like, she used to be great about spicy foods, like when she was a real little kid, and then she started deciding. She sort of decided that she doesn't like spicy things too much. Right about the time she started preschool, I think probably because she saw other kids talking about how food was spicy, and how spicy food was not good, and I think she kind of went along with that, you know, as kids do. But now she's kind of like unlearning it again. It helps if you challenge her, make her think she's tough. All right. How'd you Alicia like dinner in like 2 minutes? 2? And I'm gonna do my characteristic by the door. Nice lighting shot. There we go. A nice, simple. Oh, you know what we totally forgot? Can't forget this. The fried garlic. You could also put like peanuts on here. I don't have any peanuts on here. Peanuts, pine nuts, any kind of crunchies are good. But fried garlic, you can buy it. You can also just make it yourself. I usually buy it because it's just easier. And there we go. Now we're looking. Now we're talking. Look Who's Talking. I think Look Who's Talking 3 was the one with the dog. Here, Shelby, you want some cabbage? Sit. Good girl. All right, see you later.